Just 4 days ago, a hip-hop legend stood before the world, smiling, celebrating his 59th birthday, and thanking God for allowing him to see another year. There was no sign of weakness, no hint of tragedy, and absolutely no warning of the devastating storm that was brewing behind closed doors. But then, in a matter of hours, the music stopped forever. The sudden and heartbreaking passing of Robert Ginyard, known to millions around the globe as the legendary rapper Rob Bass, has left the entire music industry and fans everywhere in complete shock and disbelief. How could someone so full of life, someone who literally defined the golden era of hip-hop, disappear so suddenly? What was the secret battle he kept hidden from the world until his very last breath? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the tragic final days of the man behind the timeless anthem. It Takes Two, exploring the mysterious timeline of his private battle and uncovering the deep legacy he leaves behind. To truly understand the shockwave this news has sent through the world, we have to look back at just how massive Rob Bass really was. In the late 1980s, hip-hop was still finding its footing in the mainstream. It was raw, it was evolving, but it hadn't yet fully conquered global pop culture. That was until a duo from Harlem, New York, stepped up to the microphone. Rob Bass and his childhood friend, DJ Easy Rock, did something that many thought was impossible at the time. They perfectly blended the hard-hitting bars of hip-hop with the infectious, high-energy rhythms of house and dance music. When they dropped their masterpiece track, It Takes Two, in 1988, the world changed forever. It was not just a song, it was a cultural revolution. The track became one of the most sampled, most recognizable, and most influential songs in music history. It was played at sporting events, massive festivals, nightclubs, and movie soundtracks. Even decades later, the moment that beat drops, everyone, regardless of their generation, knows exactly what time it is. Rob Bass became a pioneer, a man who brought hip-hop into millions of households that had never listened to rap before. But behind the flashing lights, the massive tour, and the global fame, Robert Ginyard was a remarkably private man. He loved his fans, and he loved performing on major nostalgic tour, but he kept his personal life heavily guarded. And that brings us to the shocking event that transpired on May 22, 2016. A heartbreaking statement appeared on Rob Bass's official Instagram account, catching the entire world completely off guard. The statement revealed that the hip-hop icon had passed away peacefully, surrounded by his loving family, after a completely private battle with cancer. The news was like a punch to the gut for the hip-hop community. Veteran promoters and close industry friends soon confirmed the devastating detail that he had been fighting lung cancer. What makes this story so intensely emotional and full of suspense is the timing of it all. Just days before this tragic announcement, on May 18th, Rob Bass celebrated his 59th birthday. He posted a picture online with a message that read, "Happy 59th birthday to me. God, thank you for allowing me to see another year." Reading those words now brings a chill down the spine. He was fighting a deadly disease, knowing his time might be short, yet his final public words were filled with immense gratitude and faith. He kept his pain completely hidden from the public eye because he did not want the world to look at him with pity. He wanted to be remembered for his strength, his music, and his joy. The shock of his death was so profound that even his closest peers in the industry had no idea he was sick. Legendary figures like Kid Capri expressed absolute disbelief, revealing that they had been on the phone with him just a couple of months prior to clear a music sample, and Rob never mentioned a single thing about being ill. Icons like Fat Joe, Snoop Dogg, and DJ Jazzy Jeff immediately flooded social media with tributes, mourning the loss of a brother who fought his hardest battle in total silence. His son, Rob Ginyard Jr., shared a simple yet heartbreaking message on his social media that read, "Sleep in peace, Dad. I love you." It was a stark reminder that behind the legendary rap persona was a dedicated family man, a loving father and a loyal friend. This tragedy becomes even more poignant when you realize that Rob Bass is now reunited with his musical partner. DJ Easy Rock, the other half of the legendary duo, passed away back in 2014 due to complications from diabetes. For years, Rob Bass carried the torch for the duo all by himself, keeping their joint legacy alive on global stages. Now, both pioneers of the golden age are gone, leaving a massive, unfillable void in the world of music. Rob Bass's life teaches us a powerful lesson about the hidden battles people fight every single day. You can see someone smiling, celebrating a milestone and projecting absolute strength, while underneath, they are facing their greatest fears. He chose to fight his battle with cancer privately, surrounded only by the pure love of his family, away from the chaotic media circus. He didn't want his illness to overshadow the soundtrack of joy he provided to millions of lives. As the music world mourns this monumental loss, the anthem It Takes Two takes on an entirely new meaning. It is no longer just a party track. It is a monument to an era of innovation, friendship, and unbreakable spirit. Rob Bass may have left the stage, but his voice, his energy, and his revolutionary impact will echo through the speakers of history forever. Rest in paradise, Robert Ginyard. Thank you for the memories, and thank you for showing us what true grace and strength look like until the very end. Turn up the volume, play his tracks loud today, and let his legacy live on.